My name is Nick Wheeler. I started Charles Tyrwhitt Shirts in 1986. We're a mail-order shirt business selling through the internet, online and retail. Shirts, suits, ties and cufflinks. So I started in my university room in 1986 and I think from the very beginning, I found this quote almost in 1986 by a guy called Ellery Gordon, and I've never heard of him since. I don't know who he is or where he came from. But he said that you build and lose a business exactly the same way, one customer at a time. And I think that became my sort of philosophy for the business. It's just about doing exactly that, whether you're a tiny business or a huge business. It's about adding or losing customers one customer at a time. What we try to do, I make myself very available to the customer. You know, we have 1.3 million customers now. We'll do just over £100 million this year in sales. And every product that goes out has my email address on. And I think that's really important because people can, they do email me. And it means that I think I know what is going on in the business. And equally, within the whole customer service team, we're very open with customers. And we try to be very available, and we monitor every single piece of customer contact. And we look at what we can do to change. And day by day, week by week, we work on that. We make little changes at a time, just getting better and better and better. I think I can take my, when I started the business and I thought customer service was one of the big drivers, I can take that back to two jobs, the only two jobs I've ever really had. One was working at Victoria Wine, which has subsequently disappeared, and one was working at Harrods. And, I learned in both of those the difference between good customer service and bad customer service. And so I can, when I talk to the guys who've just started, one of the things I say is, whenever you call a business, as soon as that person answers the phone, you know whether they like their job or whether they don't like their job, just from their tone of voice. And if they don't like their job, you don't want to buy from them. And if you go into a store, we've got 19 stores, and people don't like their job, you don't want to buy from them. You want to leave. And so it's about having, great customer service is about having not just drilling into people great customer service, but it's making people love their jobs. And I think a lot of that is just, I say to people, look, I remember when I first started the business, I used to do everything, and I didn't have a clue about anything. I don't really have a clue about anything now, and I just used to do what I thought was right. And I say to people, look, what I want you to do is I want to do whatever you think is right. And we had a guy on the phones who sent a shirt in a taxi up to Crewe. It cost us 400 quid because the customer had sort of kicked up a stink. He didn't ask anybody to do that. He just thought that was the right thing to do. And I think and actually I had a chat with him and I said, crikey, is it really a good idea sending a £25 shirt for £400? And he said, the guy we'd promised the guy that he'd have the shirt. He was getting married on the Saturday. He called up on Friday evening. We couldn't get it any other way. And, that customer then wrote me a letter and said, his entire speech at his wedding was all about Charles Tyrwhitt Shirts, so hopefully we had lots of business from it. But it's about empowering people. I mean, it's fairly sort of basic, fundamental stuff. But it's saying to people, look, this is your business. Do with it what you think is right. If we've recruited the right people, you just go out and do a great job. And that's sort of what it's about.